right, today we're going to be combining two different lessons. So it's lessons 1 and 2 for chapter 3. So chapter 3 is divide by a one-digit divisor. And then lesson 1 is relate division to multiplication. And lesson 2 is division models. And these lessons really go hand in hand together, so that's why we're combining them. So the first thing that you guys are going to need to know is what a fact family is. Okay, so I'm going to draw an example of a fact family, and then we'll go ahead and also define it in words. So this is a multiplication and division fact family because there could be a subtraction addition one, but this is multiplication division. So in this case, we're going to have the number 18. Now 18 divided by 3 is going to equal 6. Or we could say 6 times 3 is 18. So that gives the multiplication and the division for these three numbers. So a fact family is a group of related facts that use the same number. So a group of related facts that use the same numbers. Okay, and they can either relate to addition and subtraction, or they can relate to multiplication and division. So since today we're doing multiplication and division, that's what we're focusing on here. So if I take these numbers 18, 3, and 6, then I can make 4 different types of problems using this family. So I can do 3 times 6 equals 18. And of course, we know that you can switch those numbers around. So you can switch the 6 and the 3, and it will still make 18. So that's multiplication. Then for division, I can take 18 divided by 3 is 6, or 18 divided by 6 is 3. So that is a fact family. Okay, so let's go on over to page 159 right now. All right, so on 159, we're going to find the fact family for each of these problems, okay? So in this over here, which is the paper clips, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paper clips in the column. And the rows, we have 1, 2, 3. So I know that when you have an array like this, 5 times 13 is going to equal the total number of paper clips, and 5 times 13 is 15. Now switch that around. You have 3 times 5. Well, that still is going to equal 15. Okay, so here's your multiplication. Now let's try the division. 15 divided by 5 we know is 3. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. So that's what you're doing for these problems here. You're just coming up with the fact family that goes with these problems. Let's do one of these at the bottom. So in this case, we're looking at, let's do number 10. It says divide and write the related multiplication fact. Well, look over here. Number 10 says 45 divided by 9 is 5. Again, if you guys don't know your multiplication facts or division facts, you really need to get on extra math or do some kind of program where you can learn these math facts. You will not do well in 5th grade if you don't know your math facts. All right, so 45 divided by 9 is 5. Now here, something times 9 is 45. So you just turn it around. All right, so this is not super hard if you know, again, your fact family. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to division models. So this one is a little bit harder, so we're going to go back over here. And actually, we're going to use both of these at the same time. So this comes from lesson 2. And so on the back of 164, we are going to do 56 divided by 5. Now, these work really easy with fact families because there's no remainders when you divide. So when I divide 15 by 5, I'm going to get 3 and there's no remainders. In this case, there's definitely going to be some remainders. Okay, so what I'm going to do in my notes is over here I'm going to draw a line and write division models. Okay, so now we're going to do 56 divided by 5. All right, so what they've done is, in this case, they gave you actually the models that you can use. So the sticks worth of 10 and then the individuals here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So if you wanted to break these into groups of 5, you could because you can see the drawing, right? Now, that's easy and yet not easy at the same time. You can kind of see maybe or hear my hesitance on this. It's not as easy as what you guys will think, but let's try it. So let's draw, even though we have it on our other paper, let's draw it on here so you guys also have it. So you need to make, these are each sticks of 10. So here's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, okay, crazy lines. So 50 plus 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Okay, so everyone make sure you draw this because it needs to be in your notes. So I now have 56 represented here. I need to separate those into groups of 5, or into 5 groups. So I'm actually going to grab a pen here just so I can separate them out into colors so it's a little easier to see. And actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to use colored pencils. So I'm going to make 5 groups. So this guy is going to be in group 1. This guy is going into group 2 because remember I need 5 groups. Excuse me. This guy's going into group 3. I'm using different colors so it's very clear that they're different groups. Group 4 and any other colors. Group 5. So far, each group has 10 in them, okay? But now I have these leftover 6. So group 1 is going to take one of those. Group 2 gets one of those. Group 3 gets one of those. Group 4 gets one. Whoa. Group 5 gets one. And I'm left with one remaining piece. So that means that each group got a total of 10 plus one more. So it's going to be 11. So each of those 5 groups is going to have 11 with a remainder of this one left over. Okay. And I know this is like one of those things where you're like, what is she doing? And I know it's hard. Do your best. You guys, you can do this. When you are doing this paper, you are only doing this front side, okay? Because this one's going to be really, really fast. And then you're just going to do this front side, okay? So let's try one. We'll just do number 3. Okay, so we're doing this on your paper. It's page 165. So you have 39 divided by 3. So you need to draw 39 total items. So we know we have a stick of 10. A stick of 10 again makes 20. A stick of 10 again makes 30, plus those extra 9. So 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so now this represents 39. I need to make 3 groups. So let me get my 3 pencils. Okay, now I can see clearly that there's 3 10s, so that means green's going to get 1 row of 10s. Orange is going to get 1 row of 10s. And teal is going to get 1 row of 10s. Okay, so far we're equal. Each group has the same amount. Now we need to go over here and see what we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try this. Let's put 1 green. Well, actually, if I have 9 left over and I know that I'm dividing by 3, so I have 9 left over and I need 3 groups. Hey, I know that there's 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So let's give green 3. Let's give orange 3. And those remaining 3 are going to go to teal. So now let's go back and check this out. I can see that green starts here. So he has 10 plus 3 is 3 more. That makes 13. So how many are in each group? 13. Are there any leftovers? The answer is no. So if so, state how many. So we'll just put 0. Okay, because there's no leftovers. All right, I'm assuming there will be quite a few questions. So because it's kind of one of those concepts that's easy but hard at the same time, because a lot of fifth graders will overthink the process. I'm going to show you something right now. This is what you're going to do when you turn in your stuff. So you're going to have, because Ms. Fallon, I don't want to go through 25 pictures. So you're going to put your notes with the first page in one picture. And your next picture will be pages 160 and 166, and take a picture. So you'll be submitting 2 pages today. And I'll put this in the directions so that you guys know how to do that. Let us know if you need help.